In this video, we'll show you how to change the automatic rotor of your Miyota 8 series movement. This can be useful if you want to swap to a custom rotor, like this customized rotor we made here. First, take off the case back. If this is your first time, check out our guide on case back removal. With the case back removed, you should see a semicircular swinging weight. This is the rotor. The Miyota 8 series rotor is secured to the movement by this central screw. You'll need a screwdriver with the right width and thickness for a good grip. We'll need a tip that's larger than 2 mm, but also thin enough to fit in the slot. If you are not sure where to find one, we have a CNC machine screwdriver that's made specifically for the job. Before you start removing the rotor, quick tips on watchmaking safety. Remember not to touch the rotor or the movement with your bare fingers, as that will leave a stain on the rotor. For that purpose, use only tweezers, pegwood, or fingers with finger cuts when handling the movement. You should also avoid touching this area at all costs. This component consists of a balance wheel and a hairspring, which are extremely fragile and severely affects the accuracy of the movement if damaged. If you are not familiar with handling mechanical movements, I'd suggest you pause this video now and go through our guide on movement handling. Now, let's begin. To unscrew the rotor, you need to stop it from rotating together with the screw. To do this, you can wear finger cuts. Then use your fingers to hold the rotor in place. Don't put too much pressure onto the rotor. Just hold it in place simply through friction. With the rotor held in place, insert the screwdriver into the slot. Maintain a firm downward pressure from the end of the screwdriver and keep it perpendicular to the rotor. Then start turning the screw anti-clockwise, while focusing more on maintaining the downward pressure than turning the screw. Initially, the screw should be quite tight, so it is good practice to slowly increase the turning force until it gets past the initial resistance point. From then on, the screw should be much easier to turn. Keep turning and unscrew the rotor. Once it's loose, use a pair of tweezers to remove the screw and the rotor. Take the new custom rotor with a pair of tweezers like this, and place it onto a central post. Note that the central post is in a particular shape. This should align with the central hole on the rotor. If it is aligned correctly, the rotor should sit flush onto the post. Then take the screw and place it level onto the central hole. Now, hold the rotor in place, and then insert the screwdriver into the screw slot. Stop when you have a snug fit. Then use a piece of pegwood or a finger with a finger cut to rotate the rotor, and check if the rotor is sitting on the shaft correctly. The Miyota rotor winds only in an anti-clockwise direction, so it should turn clockwise freely. If the rotor is functioning properly, you can proceed to tighten the screw. An extra 5 degrees of turn will sufficiently tighten the screw. Do not over-tighten it, or you'll risk damaging the screw thread. Now, I'll clean the rotor with a hand pump and Rodico before closing the case back. We can then close the case back. Remember to tighten it for water resistance. You can make sure it's sealed tight by performing a water pressure test. It's a pretty technical test, so be sure to check out our guide on it before you do so. There you go. That's how you replace the rotor of your Miyota movement. Now you can enjoy your newly personalized watch. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for more watchmaking tutorials and tips.